For the minestrone soup, I have got 2 spring onions, 1 carrot, about 50 grams of peas, some green beans, a clove of garlic, some mini pasta, or you could use large pasta, a clove of garlic, a tin of chopped tomatoes, a little bit of sugar, tomato puree, and 600 ml of water. When you measure water, this is boiling water, so you need an adult to supervise. You need to bend down so that your eyes are level to measure the line of the water. Because if you hold the jug up, the water meniscus will change and you won't measure your water accurately. The recipe states half a tin of cannellini beans, but I have some mixed beans here, but I am actually going to use some dried pulses here. This is from a soup mix, so you could actually add anything you want. You could substitute your pasta with rice or potato. You could substitute these with any bean or possibly some little bits of meat. And again, the vegetables can be substituted with anything. And what I'm looking for is for you to chop your beans, carrot and spring onion into all even pieces. To prepare a spring onion, you top and tail, so you take the tail off and you cut quite far up. A lot of people cut down here, but you cut up here. You pull the outer papery layer off, so this part you will discard, and then with your fingers like a claw, you just chop in front of your fingers. To chop the green beans, line them up in a row, cutting in front of the fingers, cut several at a time and try and make them all even. So girls, what I'm looking for is that your chopping is all lovely and even, so I'd really appreciate that you could send me a photo of your chopping lined up on a board like this. So I have my spring onion, my green beans. The carrot is harder because it is more dense. Please make sure you have an adult around to supervise you. To make it easier, I'm going to cut my carrot in half so that I'm not cutting through the whole length of it. And then I am going to slice down. So I'm slicing down, and then I can put this flat, slice down. Whoop, one's popped up, so I'm just going to put that in, turn it around, and then cut across the sticks, and this will release the little squares of carrot. There, with all your vegetables chopped, so I'd like to see a board with your knife skills like this, with everything cut to about the size of a pea. In a saucepan on a low heat, again you need adult supervision, year 6s, preheat a small amount of oil. I have olive oil here and I have preheated about a tablespoon. Just gently add your spring onion and fry it for about a minute. Once your onion is lightly fried, add your other vegetables. Pop in a squirt of tomato puree and any dried herbs. I'm going to use fresh basil, so I will put that in later. Give it a stir. Add the tomatoes. If you have tomato left in the tin, you can always add a small splash of water, rinse it around and tip out the rest. Here I have my 600 ml of water. I'm going to crumble my stock cube in and give it a good stir before pouring in. Make sure everything's out of the jug. Give that a good stir. I've just realised I forgot to add my garlic. That doesn't matter, I can pop that in now. It just means that the garlic flavour will be stronger because I added it in later. I'm going to add my pasta. As I said before, you could do potato or rice instead, and my dried pulses. And I will bring that up to the boil and let it simmer for about half an hour because I have the dried pulses. If you have fresh, you can just let it simmer for about 15 minutes. While it's simmering, I'm just going to pop my basil in. When this is bubbling, turn it down so that you have a gentle bubble and let it simmer. You could just move the spoon around across the bottom of the pan to check that any of the pasta hasn't stuck. When it is finished simmering for either your 15 minutes or your 30 minutes, you can then pop in your peas, a teaspoon of sugar, and then season with salt and pepper.